All right, great job, sophomores. You've been patient. This is our third, and I promise our final video. Remember though, for unit 3, then unit 4, 5, and 6, we're going to do DBQs. They're going to follow these same steps. So once you get these steps down, we're going to speed it up a bit, all right? Contextualization. This is part of what you'll need for your DBQ. So 2 or 3 words associated with the theme of your prompt. Note in your essay, name these and explain what they mean. Then connect them to your argument. And our argument is going to be based on our topics that we are picking. So consolidation. We are basically doing what we've done throughout the year. We're given a background of what's going on from 1450 to 1750. But we want to focus this more on land-based empires. So you can write a context and it can say what's going on in the world, but we want to bring it to what's going on with land-based empires. So that's what we really want our focus to be. So let's take a look at that. So I am going to put on here things like, I remember the examination system, with Confucianism in China was still being used. I might put on here for land-based empires, what else is going on here? We have Deversheme. I spelt that right, probably not. Deversheme with the Ottoman Empire going on at this point. What else is going on with land-based empires at this point? Oh, we had the Mughals. Yeah, the Mughal Empire, and we had Akbar, and we had religious tolerance going on at this point. Now, remember, this is context. You can get the context point. But also, if you explain this context well, they might give you one of the outside evidences too, which is really cool. So you can double up on this one if you want. So then, how do these go with the argument? How are these used to consolidate power? Devershemes, when they took those Eastern Europeans and brought them into the Ottoman Empire and made them basically become like slaves, but although they were slaves with the power to move up in the world. Examination system in China with Confucianism, if you did well on that test and you had high skills, you were able to rise up. And then we had religious tolerance. So I think what I'm seeing here is that basically this was an era where emperors wanted to use the skills of people. Yeah, emperors basically wanted to use the skills of people and had different ways. And yeah, and we're willing to bring in outsiders into their system, or outsiders into their government. Yeah, into their government and become part of the, let's see if I can spell this word right, bureaucracy. Did I get it? No, I never get bureaucracy right, like I never spell Mediterranean right. All right, and become part of their bureaucracy or hierarchy. So if you had skills, you could move up in the hierarchy, and you could work for and support a powerful emperor. So you could come in and you could work for a really powerful emperor, but you had to honor the emperor in their system, whether it was Akbar, whether it was the Ming or the Qing dynasty in China, or the Ottoman Empire, the Sultan. So you had very consolidated emperors who wanted highly skilled people. That's what I'm kind of seeing here is the context of this time. All right, so that's basically what I have here for how these connect to the argument. All right, so let's now look at how I actually write this DBQ and how I'm going to write this out as paragraphs and what is going to be due on Sunday at 11:59. So Sunday, 11:59, it says here that you need to have your Heimler way graphic organizer completely filled out for all your documents. So I am not going to post my answers on here. If you want to pause and look at some of them in this videos and go back, that is okay. You know what? I'll even post a Mr. Wood example copy. Let me take that back. I'll post a Mr. Wood example copy on the website where you can look at this. But for yours, I'm going to blank it out. And what I want you to do with this Heimler essay is basically you're going to go to File. You're going to go to Make a Copy and put your own answers in here, okay? And this one right here is basically where I put my answers as you're watching this video. So our next steps, if you want to get a jump on this, is to write this. You can write your context to your thesis. And as we said, your context, we've kind of done context in the past of like from 1450 to 1750 was a time period of the Columbian Exchange and maritime emperors. You can do that, but then get into some of your context that goes directly with this time period in land-based empires. And if you want to take my ideas, you can, but it'd probably be better if you could come up with some of your own. And if you're totally stuck how you do that, let me give you a hint. If you go to, again, page 16 under governance, there's a whole bunch of evidence you guys put down here about how people were able to consolidate power under governance. And you can use those if you want to for your context or for your extra evidence. I really recommend that you do that. So fill this out the best you can. And the next steps are going to be, and if you want to get ahead, you can do this, are to start writing your paper. And here's the basic form: context, thesis, then your two topics. These are your topic sentence of your two body paragraphs. And there's the documents where you start giving the evidence. And what do? Same thing we did in DBQ Saturdays. You give a topic sentence and you give a document. Start off with the main idea for each document. Document number 1 is saying, document number 1 shows. Write the main idea. And then if you can, give a half step or additional evidence. And then do the next document. Now in our next video, which is going to be on Monday, I'm going to show you a little more about how exactly to write this DBQ. And we're looking probably about a Monday 11:59 deadline for this DBQ. It's also possible that I could extend it till Tuesday. We'll see how things go. All right, I hope you guys are doing well. This is a lot to get through, but I don't think it's actually that much work. So fill out your Heimler review guide and have that ready over the weekend. And on Monday, you can even start writing this if you want to. You've written DBQs before. So we'll write these out, our 5-document DBQ, and hope your families are safe. Hope you guys are safe, and I will see you soon.